systems are up and running. Hello there. Welcome back to Fate. My mic is done pitching a fit, so we no longer need to deal with that. Where is that Discord chat, though? Beep, beep, went the sheep.
Beep.
Alrighty. I have returned. My mic has been thoroughly strangled.
Good.
Most excellent.
That's what it deserves.
I know, right? I'm only screaming internally. Does everyone remember where we left off last?
Oh yeah, we were all talking about it.
Excellent. You guys were fighting. Lots of small mech boys. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we stopped actually at the top of the order, as you guys were basically jumping into this enemy base to full on assault them, with sort of Nar bringing up the rear. And I believe we are at the top of the order with Mr. Ryder. Is that correct?
Props. He was at the top of the order last time.
All right, good sir. What say you?
Do you want to ask Daniel before we start, or?
We wanted to know if it would be possible to use my hacking/burglary to inflict damage directly.
And by damage directly, she means like towards anything like mech-wise.
So, interesting question. Traditionally, just like Aldris and Gigi, the only way you can actually hurt somebody is by, as per usual, using the shoot or fight skill. If you want to basically double dip on something, that requires a stunt. If you want to hurt somebody, specifically using burglary, you would need a stunt for that. And the stunt would basically say, I can hack into the enemy, not only creating advantages, but also damaging them. Something along the lines of that.
That would be a stunt.
Correct, which you actually have a fourth stunt that you can take. So if you want, we can give it a really quick and dirty phrasing that effectively says you can use burglary to hurt people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was mentioning like, other than, doing all the invokes, which are really useful, I feel like, you're at a point where you're getting so good at hacking that you could like, shut down people's stuff and like overload their computers and, put viruses in and like really damage like anything like mechanical. So if someone's in a mech, I feel like she could just like destroy them, but like internally. So like there's just no way they could use their mech.
Yeah, she definitely could. If you want a stunt for that, Nara, you can go ahead and write up one really, really quick and dirty. You can literally just say, you can literally just put it as, I can use burglary to attack, and we'll just rephrase it later, and we'll know what that means. But yeah, I guess, quick refresher before we jump straight back into combat. At the top of the order, we have Mr. Ryder. What say you, good sir?
The guy below me is the most hurt, correct?
I believe so.
I forgot. I just forgot who I was attacking last. So, because I know I attacked someone, you said they were hurt. I just couldn't remember who.
I think you killed them.
I'm not trying to get like an edge up and be like, tell me who's the most hurt, but I just forgot.
Oh, no, the thing is, you would know who was the most hurt, primarily because...
I feel like it's the guy below us because he has the most shit on him, but...
So he's not hurt yet, but he has two aspects on him, and if you invoke both of them, that's a +4 to your roll.
Well, I'm going to go with him anyways.
Sounds like a plan. I think I mentioned he was basically charging at you because you look like the biggest threat. I think he's the one. He might not have been blowing through the lightning rod on you.
Threat. You ever think about that? Huh?
I mean, maybe.
Have you seen my armor? It's black, and I have fuzzies around my chest.
Neck fluff.
Area. Yeah, neck fluff.
Neck fluff.
Neck fluff, shoulder fluff. I love both of them.
Yes. Pented, whatever. My words fail me.
So he has conductive goo and what else on him?
He has conductive goo and hands off, which is basically Georgiana named it that. She basically has goo wrapped around his arms, so he can't use his hands to fight.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, looks like you were in a sticky situation. And I'm gonna like point my sword at him.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna swing.
All right, go for it.
I don't know why I made that. So whatever.
That was a good run, Ryder.
Puns are
nicely done.
Puns are very important. If you're not going to pun at your enemy, you're basically wasting your time.
And I'm going to use both invokes.
All right, excellent. So hands off was a boost. That's going to go away. And then conductive goo. We'll go ahead and use one on those. If you want to look at your actual roll in the Fate Utilities window, you should be able to do this without really too much issue. There are free actions here, and one of them says add +2 with a free invoke. I'm going to go ahead and click it for you, so don't click it. But you'll see in the future when you can use this, your 6 goes to an 8, and then it goes up again to a 10, because you technically had 2 free invokes. Ain't that just the juice?
Jeez, that's
nice.
I know,
that's
huh?
up there.
I know, huh? And Unsurprising, good sir, as you rush this poor unfortunate soul, and he attempts to defend himself, very poorly, I might add. That's 6 shifts of damage. He is going down. How are we doing this?
I'm rushing at him, and I see him like trying to struggle because he's like panicking because I'm, speeding at him, and I just like slice him up, fruit ninja style.
All right.
And I'm like, you're all sliced up.
Excellent, excellent. I also will add this for you really quick. The way attack works in this game is the higher you roll, the more damage you do. Nice and easy. When you succeed with style, which you succeeded by 6 shifts, that's quite a bit. That's more than 3. You can choose one of 2 things. You can choose to do all the 6 damage, or you can subtract 1 from your damage and give a boost to yourself.
Do I still kill him if I do that?
I will tell you from the knowledge you have of last game, yes, that's enough to kill them.
Okay, then I do that because I want another boost.
I will give you this option if you wish, on top of that. So you can take a boost, of course, which will give you a temporary +2 when you want it, or a reroll. That's how they work. Or you can get rid of the lightning rod that's basically holding you down to the enemy base area. It's got you stuck. If you want, I'll let you also remove that for free.
You said either added thing or take the rod from me?
Yes, so as a reminder, both Ryder and Nara, you're not pinned down, but there's a lightning rod basically pinning you down in this enemy base area. You cannot leave this area if you wanted to. You can shoot people, of course.
Can somebody, would touching it electrocute you?
Not if you roll well enough, which won't be very high, I'll be honest.
Could somebody use it like a javelin?
Yeah. It's a literal lightning rod just like sitting on the ground, so one of y'all can pick it up and chuck it.
That's what I want to happen. I don't have the skill.
Oh, yeah, I guess you don't have the skill to that, do you? Ryder, do you want to gain yourself a +2 or remove the lightning rod? Up to you.
Gain.
So
I can still shoot people.
Yeah, indeed you can. Alrighty, and with that, the enemy is looking to deal some damage. And this lad right here is going to, unsurprisingly, go ahead and target Nara. He's actually going to move in, though.
Man.
So he's going to bum rush you.
F that guy.
F this guy in the A, Cotton.
Georgiana. Come save me.
Alright, he's going to draw...
Are you coming?
I'm on my way, Sugar Boo.
Dual laser blades and just like dash at you in his mech. And he's going to attempt to, dismantle you to the best of his ability.
Wow, laser blades.
And all right, go ahead and roll me some pilot, Nara. Dodge.
Ooh.
Not great. All right,
sounds about right, honestly.
Sounds all right. I am, of course, going to use both of these. So he is essentially going to dive in, and unfortunately, seeing that one of these mechs has you suppressed by fire, and you're also being held down by this lightning rod, I'm completely out of fate points, and those no longer have any free invokes. But that is
That's
6.
Such a jerk.
Yeah, that is 6 shifts of damage, though.
6 shifts of damage? I already have. I was trying to remember what the word was. It's shifts.
Now, I think mental, not physical, means you can take mental stress in place of physical stress.
Yeah.
Is there any way that I could help, like, decrease that?
You already took your turn, so no. But I would say if Georgiana and Aldris wanted to do something, you could convince me to somehow protect, eat a portion of it. Something along those lines.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I no longer have a mild consequence.
Georgiana wants to rush in with her chainsaw.
Okay.
Will that help?
Yes, I can say if you want, this is not much for Georgiana. I'm going to ask you, because your friend is close by, basically roll pilot as you do, and I'll tell you to beat a 3. And basically, if you do beat that, I will let you split the damage with Nara. That's it.
I equaled it.
Sorry. When I say beat it, I just mean equal it. So if you meet it, you beat it. Good job. Go ahead and describe what this looks like, Georgiana.
I rush in with a giant arm chainsaw and just wish through this guy's back in order to try and distract him.
All right, excellent.
And potentially kill him.
So he's able to kind of dodge part of that, and he'll lash out at both of you, but it makes the move less potent. He's not able to fully focus on Nara because you're jumping in the way, Georgiana. So I will say
you
that...
said I take a 3, right?
Yeah, so the 2 of you just take 3 shifts of damage.
Only 3?
Only 3, and you can put that in your mental because you have these.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Considering I attacked you, I think it's only fair if you go next.
So this guy that's on me now, what's he look like?
This is one of the more standard looking mechs. He has more of a humanoid shape to him.
Pathetic.
What?
Pathetic.
Pathetic. I heard athetic, and I'm like, is that a word that I'm unaware of?
Apathetic.
I thought you said apathetic. I'm like, what?
pathetic.
I was confused for that moment.
No, I would like to. I mean, how old does his mech look?
Didn't you say they look shiny, but like they haven't been used at all?
Yes, they've not fought much, which tracks considering the locals here cannot fight back.
It's a pretty old model.
I'm not sure I'd say old, but he's not up to date, primarily because he doesn't need to be, but that could be his downfall.
Can I overload his system so that it like short circuits and electrocutes him?
Definitely. Are you going for damage?
Yeah.
You most definitely can do that.
And that would be burglary.
That would be burglary.
How'd that go? Damn.
One shift. It's not 0.
Well, yeah, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm new to the damaging directly thing.
So while you're basically trying to test this out, you're basically trying to like fry his systems and damage him?
I want his systems to get fried.
Okay.
But also to electrocute him in the process.
Yeah, you don't full on get in there, but you definitely do a pretty healthy amount of damage. And you can see after he finishes quick slash with the like laser knives he has, the whole mech actually just kind of just like shakes real quick, and you can see some like lightning arc from where the cockpit is. And while you didn't do too much damage, you can definitely tell you did something to him.
Nice. I'll do better next time.
I will go ahead and take this top mech boy. He's held by plants. I'm going to have him use his cut skill. Try to get out of it. He's not going to get out of it. Okay. I'll say he'll kill one of the free invokes, but he's not going to get out of it. He's still held by plants. All right, Aldris.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Can I attack a plant boy from here? This one?
Of course, yeah, with a range attack.
Well, I want to like have the plants kind of like squeeze his mech.
Okay, you can definitely do that.
Some good old mech squeezing.
He's like half held by them. So if you want to give him a nice squish, you're more than welcome to do so.
Give him a good squishing and roll terribly.
Indeed. Are we boosting anything here or?
Nah.
Nah? Okay.
I was gonna spend a fate point to invoke the plants if I rolled well, but that was a terrible roll.
All right, no worries.
Not this time.
Well, we will say this unfortunately tracks pretty well as he is attempting to remove the plants. As you would like try to squeeze him, he's able to, we'll say like kind of weasel his way out, and maybe they like snap at the air, and he just barely dodges it. And then it should be the last enemy on this list, the one that has a plant holding. He's pretty much half held by plant. So he pulls like a one-time use item, and he's gonna try to burn the plants.
Whoa.
But if he rolls too low, he's gonna hurt his friend. He did not roll too low. All right, so he'll use his turn to basically free both of them. So his pants are no longer held by plants. And not only that, he is also, I'm going to put him in a separate zone just outside the defended zone. So I'm not making a new zone just because it feels silly at this moment. He's in the defended zone, but he moves back a bit, kind of like on top of the base. And he's pretty strictly behind various barricades and pillars. So it's much harder to reach him in that exact location. Back at the top of the order.
I mean, Ryder can go. That's fine.
All right, bud. What you got, dog?
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Then. What's like around him? Like what are we looking at in this general direction?
We're looking at various barricades. So you guys are at the, I'm not going to say the mouth of the enemy base. You guys are basically leaving the jungle-like area and moving towards the mouth of the base. He's not in the base proper, but he's in the more defended area. So there are various barricades. You can tell that many trucks and ships come in and out of here to drop off various products. So he's basically hiding behind pillars and such that are probably used to diffuse line of sight. It doesn't give him specifically any like advantages, but this area is fairly open, mainly because it looks like a shipping docking zone.
All right, so here's the plan.
Mhm.
Because I'm stuck by lightning, I'm gonna like turn to him, powering up in Dragon Ball Z.
I'm vaguely aware of it, yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get in like that stance, but then like my shoulder blades are gonna like pop open, and I'm gonna shoot like 2 missiles off at him.
Hell yeah. Get to blasting, bud. Okay.
And just because you rolled so shitty, I'm gonna use my on fire.
Beautiful. Alrighty. Unsurprisingly, you're going to take down this lad. What does that look like?
So I'm gonna just imagine rock music going on right now.
Always.
So I'm gonna turn at him and I'm like, firing my missiles, fire my laser beams. I'm just kidding. My shoulder's gonna pop open and you see like just 2 missiles just go just jet off to him, and he's just like, huh, 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 and they're like both like coming at him at like separate angles, and they just pull like kind of sandwich at him and just explode him in the fiery blaze.
Excellent. Yeah. He probably tries to like overcorrect and go one direction, but you thought ahead, and there's already missiles coming at him from said direction. The boy is mulched. Not a great look. Not a great look.
I'm gonna look at the team and give him a robot thumbs up.
Ryder, who do you want to go next?
GG.
GG. Okay. GG. What you got?
I choose my bubblegum pop, which I have just now created on the spot.
Excellent.
Can I jab like a little, I don't know, peanut-sized contraption into one of the wrenches I made with my chainsaw, and then it will, you know, like when you're blowing a bubble with bubblegum, it blows up?
Yes.
Can I do that?
What are you trying to do though? What? Your chainsaw and a peanut and
Okay.
you're really excited.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so with the chainsaw, I should have damaged something, right?
Yes.
I want to take like a little something, shove it inside one of those gaps, and then activate it so that it kind of blows up from the inside out.
So you basically want to put an expanding bubblegum ball inside the hole of one of these mechs and have it expand?
Yeah.
I thought that's what... So, through what you said the first time, that's what I thought, because I know you, but I wasn't sure if that's exactly what you wanted.
Yes.
I love the idea. It's great. May I ask who you're targeting with this wonderful maneuver?
The only one I have attacked with a chainsaw.
Sounds like a plan. All right. He turns to you in order to avoid this disastrous fate.
He has no idea what's coming. What are you talking about?
He really doesn't. Would this be pilot or fight? This doesn't really feel very piloty.
I mean, combat pilot, so it's pilot no matter what.
Okay. We're inserting an explosion into this lad. All right. You succeed by 3. So your choice is to apply damage or subtract damage by 1 and give yourself a boost.
Sure, I'll use a fate point.
Alrighty. We're bumping up the juice to a 7. Surprise, surprise. That's enough to turn him to spaghetti. Go ahead and describe this absolute bananas maneuver you're pulling off.
So the armor just kind of creaks and then starts to pop out and then creaks some more and pops and then explodes.
All right.
Outward.
And there is it pink bubblegum?
Yes.
There is just pink bubble goop everywhere.
Bubble goop.
Bubble goop.
The idea was I wanted to blow him up, but I didn't want to get my girly caught in the explosion at the same time. So it's localized.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So like when he blew up, did it look like someone was blowing a big bubble gum?
Yes.
Bubble?
Yes.
Yeah, basically a giant bubblegum bubble was blown inside the middle of this mech because Georgiana planted some Eldritch device inside of him, and that happened. So anyone watching was either probably half horrified and half
fact,
that's kind of funny.
I want to say that they might have seen like pink bubblegum coming out of some of the cracks before it finally popped.
Dude, that's both like
Gross.
funny and horrifying at the same time.
That is
Is it?
terrifying.
The maniacal laugh.
All right, and also, the guy that was suppressing you with fire is now dead, so that's no longer relevant. Also, after you do that, Georgiana, they are not feeling that general vibe that you're just kind of letting off. Just blowing up people with gum. Incredibly confused, not even sure why they're being attacked. The individual that was effectively jumping back to probably defend himself, it seems he no longer wishes to be here. So he's actually he's jumping off on his turn and just flying into the base.
Thanks for showing us the entrance, sucker.
Yeah, you guys definitely know where the entrance
he
is.
ran?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, first off, we're going to go
How
get him.
dare.
Yeah, how dare he? Chicken.
God.
So just to recap real quick, this building that we're attacking is over the other building that they had, right? Like their castle thingy?
They believe so, yes.
I was just making sure not to blow this up like the other building.
Yeah, that's important detail.
Yes, there's a very large metal structure. When I say large, I do mean very large. Your mechs can easily fit inside. Ships can fit inside.
So
It's
we're
a
out of
multitude of
combat right
things.
now, right?
Technically, yes.
All right, I'm going to look at Nara and be like, hey, Nara, you want to hack these lightning rods off of us?
Oh yeah, I do.
Can't
Is
they
that
just
a
get
real
be
question?
pulled
Since we
out or
both
no?
have them on us.
Yeah.
Or could I just shoot it off of me since we're out of combat?
Can
Yes.
I pull it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably just pull it out.
Considering we are out of combat, you guys can fairly easily dispatch of these and or, hack them off of you. Whether you hack them with a sword or with your brain skills.
Did you shoot it like a javelin?
Pow did it blow up?
Oh, yeah. The owner of it is long gone, and it didn't deactivate, so you probably just pulled out a pistol and just shot it and just exploded.
Yeah.
And the explosion was
Yeah.
large enough that if it happened near you, it might have hurt a little bit. Not too much, but definitely a little bit. But once you're, no longer under stress, it was fairly to dispatch of. And I will say this, you guys are currently not being shot at, but you can hear the alarms in the base suddenly go off. So they're aware that you're here. What I'm going to do is, I know we're technically in the middle of a scene. I'm going to give each of you 1 fate point. Just for basically passing that. So each of you get 1, but you're still going to keep all your stress. Because you guys are still in combat.
Well.
So I'm just going to keep you in the zone. Enemy base until something effectively changes. Looking about you guys, hearing the alarm goes off, what do you all do?
So we can either kick down that door,
There's no
guns
door?
blazing, or we can try to find a alternative route.
Oh.
What's the alternative route?
I don't know. We have to look.
Damn.
We must find it.
It is a
I got ahead of myself.
I can't visually see this building that we're at, so I don't know if there's
Wait,
another door or
Are you telling me that
entrance.
Nara can't do like a quick scan of the geographical structure?
You know what? Maybe you should do it yourself.
Damn.
Yeah,
Nara,
GG.
that's not my specialty.
Could be if you tried hard enough.
It's not.
Yeah, if you just believe GG, anything's possible.
Even
I'll
heart
make
the cards.
you a earth flavored lollipop.
You mean a dirt flavored lollipop? Thanks.
It's earth flavored.
Yes.
I said earth.
Dirt.
You're dirt.
Wow.
No, you're not. I'm sorry.
I'm
That was-
sorry. Next time I won't save you.
No, you're not.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
you barely. Stop. I didn't mean it. Yeah, I'll do a scan.
To be fair, my brain also kind of goes,
Nice.
huh? Because burglary, yeah. Don't worry about it. It's
Ringo
okay.
Burr.
Yeah, Brango Burr, basically. Except it goes Burr in the other direction. Looking around Nara, we'll say the 4 of you are on high alert because you know that the enemy knows that you are here. While the 3 of them are looking out and giving you time to do this, Nara, you're able to find that, of course, if you wanted to, you guys could very easily go in the front door, as you can see. The somewhat complication is upon scanning this area and kind of checking out what you can, looking upwards before you get too far into your scan, you can see that various ships that were in the stratosphere are beginning to come down. The same ones that blockaded you guys from entering the planet in the first place. So it looks like they have been already responding to this call
Okay, we need to get the heck into this building before those things come down.
before the alarm came off. In terms of entrances, though, you're not really seeing anything too useful, primarily because this place doesn't need a secret entrance. It doesn't really need anything too crazy. And
Well, do they have like a docking bay or anything?
on that note, it's almost too open, actually.
Like suspiciously.
No, not suspiciously. Maybe
Just
lack of...
just like they don't have the funds or something.
So you're not sure if it's a lack of funds or...
I think it's because they're not worried about getting attacked.
Bingo. No one should be down here, and
Oh.
the locals cannot fight back. So this base is basically... So when I said there is no door to kick in, that is partially what I meant. If you guys look
Okay.
into this like landing strip, it's literally like a landing strip, and you can see into their base. There's no like doors closing or anything.
I got's plan.
A terrible base design.
So I'm gonna put some bombs on the door that he went through. Aldris, you supercharge him with your magic abilities, and we're just gonna blow it up and then go inside, and hopefully the smoke and the explosion is like distracting enough for us to take them by surprise.
That is indeed a possibility.
I mean, works for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever supercharged a bomb, but I can try.
I fly over to the door and I start setting up some charges.
As you set those up, I'll just say I'll just roll, because you're using some of the bombs that you brought with you. Those don't really require any roll. You are slightly under pressure, but nothing major.
I'm literally sweating right now. Just kidding. I stay cool under pressure. Do you know who I am?
You're writer.
I've heard you're the greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy. Alrighty, and with the assistance of Mr. Aldris, you are indeed able to effectively expand the oomph of this explosion to create a large enough smokescreen that the enemies landing will have an issue seeing you guys as you enter this base, and enemies moving forward will also have an issue. And I'll say, on top of that, rather than, obviously, you are smokescreening yourselves as well into an area you do not know, I will say, Nara, once you sort of realized that there's no secret entrance, because I just didn't really need to plan for one, you were pretty easily able to scan effectively the actual entrance, and then, I won't say a room in or so, but like, 'cause they're not really rooms, a good portion of this base. And you can see that it does indeed go down. There are no stairs, but there isn't a decline that kind of just goes down to the floor below, where they're storing various crates of something.
Question mark?
Yeah, but because of this, you can, Nara, basically map out the area and then send this map to your allies so that even in the smoke, they can basically have their display change to like a HUD digital version of what the room should look like. So it like superimpose it over the smoke, so you guys won't see smoke or anything. You'll just see what the room should look like. Think of it like very Tron looky. So.
Kind of like it's like a scan of the room, so we can, even though there's smoke, we can see kind of through it with like digital scanning.
Correct, yeah.
All right.
So with your skills, Nara, Aldris, and Bombs, Ryder, you guys are able to create this pretty crazy distraction as I assume the four of you zoom on into the base.
Wait, it blows up already? I wanted to do a thing.
Sure, what are you doing? We're winding.
I'm just looking at the group. I'm like, all just ready?
Yes, maybe.
This is my favorite part. And then I press the button and boop.
As it's exploding, Aldris, how are you like spreading the smoke to like just get it everywhere?
Kind of kicking up some wind, like maybe a little mini tornado, spreading it around.
Nice. Alrighty, and with that, we do have indeed thorough coverage, and the four of you can move in quite easily.
I'm gonna jolt in after that.
Everyone is following, I assume?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. You guys have entered the enemy's base. I will go ahead and keep you in this zone, and when things are broken up, I will just make more areas. As you guys are sort of trundling about, Nara's Tron-esque display comes up, and while you guys are indeed surrounded by smoke, you can see the room quite clearly. And on top of that, you can see that there are indeed a few enemies here. They are prepared for you, but they were not prepared for whatever that just was.
Darn right.
You guys do know that your mission, your objective, lies lower down in this space. Looking on this first floor, the ground floor, the enemy is still recovering from the explosion from you. If you wish, of course, you can fight them, but there are, we'll say a quick scan reveals there's maybe like 6 enemies. They seem to be anywhere from about the same tier to slightly worse, but you guys
I'm gonna fight
can,
them.
if you wish, descend down to the next floor. And, they might follow you, but you'll be able to basically get past them all. You know that there are definitely more enemies.
I want to kill
so.
that chicken.
A quick scan reveals that he's not in the room. These 6 were already waiting.
Oh, it's fine. I'll just take out the ones that are distracted and confused.
The 3 of you, do you wish to fight, or do you want to push forward? So now you want to continue down to it's going down, but we'll say 2nd floor.
Yeah.
All right. Georgia and Aldris, how about you?
2nd sub-level.
Basically.
Follow Nara.
Okay, Aldris?
Yeah.
The 3 of you go down, and while we'll say about 6 or so enemies are, we'll say, distracted for now, Ryder, I'll ask of you... Roll me your fight skill, I'll say 3 times. We'll just do it really quick. Very nice.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Wow.
Wow,
Jesus
really?
Christ. Okay, my best rolls ever? What? Oh my god, those are amazing. I rolled a 6, a 4, and a 4 with a +2. That's insane. Okay. So, Fate, both Fate and the game, decided that for whatever reason, I guess none of them take damage except for the last one. He takes 1 shift of damage. So you're able to move in, and we'll say because it's their base, because they are prepared and they are still in a relatively defensive position, Ryder, it is difficult for you to really get in there and do the damage that you want to do, but you are able to scuff up the 3rd one.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sometime, I mean, I'm sure those are my best rolls ever, and they're going to be gone, so everything forward will probably die in 1 hit. I'm probably going to be in the negatives the rest of the night, so.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, all right. But yes, we'll say you're able to cause a decent amount of ruckus. And the 3 of you going down, you can see that the smoke has not billowed down here, if you will. And moving into this first subfloor, your scanners, Nara, do indeed let you know that one of the particular individuals that decided to kind of, scooty booty away is actually down here. So one of them...
What's his location?
You guys have effectively moved down to the first subfloor, and looking about to your left and to your right, you guys can see all types of crates, all metal. They're stacked up against the walls. You see tons of wood. You see ore. This basically isn't a processing plant, but this is where a lot of the processing is done. It looks like something reacted quickly. And when I say something, I mean the entire room basically shifted into all machines off, not off, but like defensive mode, basically. So
Well, this is suspicious.
yeah, there's like a big machine that was like cutting wood, and it's still cutting wood, but it's cutting slower, and there's like big metal shields around it, and the shields have to basically go down for it to put a whole nother log in, and then the shields come up, and the log is cut, then the shields come down.
Bizarre.
So it's moving much slower, but it looks like they are relatively prepared for your guys' attack. And looking around the room, you can indeed see there are some folk here that, well, don't want you here.
So there's bad guys down there as well.
Everywhere. This is their base.
Jeez.
Can I just do a sticky bomb in every direction?
You most definitely can do that. I will say one more thing. Looking across this room, it continues back and back and back and back and back. And you can see what seems to be a combination of a glass and metal wall at the very, very, very back of the room. It looks as if something is being protected back there, but it's difficult to tell what it is from this distance. So this might
does it look like they're going to attack us? Or
very
that
much
they're
so.
ready to defend?
Both. They don't want you to be here.
Right. Is there any guy who looks like he's in charge?
As the three of you go down, after you do what you did, Ryder, I'm assuming it was basically a quick hit and run, and then do you zoom back down to the bottom floor, or do you kind of want to poke at those guys a little more?
Can I tell how many of them look like they have worse robots than the ones that we fought out there?
I will say basically all of them.
I stay.
Fair enough.
Are the robots down by us shabby looking too?
They look to be a little better, only because there are 4 of them, but in particular, there is one that looks nowhere equal to yours, of course, because no one can be, let's be honest.
I know. Have you seen Gigi's robot?
Exactly. Too
Have
stylish.
you seen
too
my
fashionable.
robot? The one that I built by hand. The stuff that I put on Georgiana's mech that she definitely doesn't know about.
What?
Huh?
That's not fair.
What?
You're supposed to tell me.
Is it just me, or does Aldris's, not trying to take away from your Seth, but when I see your robot bird, it reminds me of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
The
100%.
Pink
Perfect.
100%.
Absolutely.
Like 900%. That is the White Ranger, right? Or was it someone else?
No, it was the Pink Ranger.
Oh, the Pink Ranger. Didn't the White Ranger have a
Yeah.
bird?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you remember when they had the dinosaur bots?
Which
The ones that look
Dinobots?
I remember
Which
the
one?
Well,
pink,
Green Ranger had the
So
big dinosaur.
the Pink Ranger had the pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl.
And I remember that because me and Melanie had the little action figures for those
did we.
dinosaur robots.
I had
I
Saba.
remember it.
I remember the
perfectly.
red bear. That's about it.
Yeah, I
No,
definitely
yellow
remember
bear?
the Pink Ranger,
Yellow
the pterodactyl. I loved that one. It was a good one. Could almost be Aldris.
Definitely some good stuff. Yeah, the second I saw that, I was like, is that a... I think they probably have a name. A Power Ranger mech? Says
More
the-
badass.
Was there one
version
that
of
looked
Power
like an
Ranger mech.
eagle?
It's like eagle hawkish looking. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
It looks
Bird
cool.
of prey.
It looks very cool.
Yeah.
I remember really liking it. Anyway, the 3 of you at this first subfloor, we'll say it's the defended zone, because it indeed is quite well defended. As I mentioned, there is also lots of wood and ore being processed here, just much slower than it probably is used to. As the 3 of you descend down here, you are hailed by what seems to be the larger mech in the middle. It has 4 arms, and it's just sort of standing mostly in the middle of the room, facing you
Ryder.
guys in a still decently defended position. Ryder's
He wanted
not
extra
hailed.
arms.
3 of you are, yeah.
He wanted extra arms. However,
Wait, what?
am I hailed?
The 3 of you are, yes. Georgiana, Nara, and Aldris.
Oh, because Ryder's still up on the other level.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
taking up the... Because they will come
I-
down here, so it is smart to kind of...
I allow it. I allow it.
I'll allow it. You're not met with a face, but you are
Before
met...
he even says anything, I'm like, what's up?
You could hear him breathing in to speak.
How's it hanging?
How's your up, dog?
I'm not going to fall for that.
Damn it. I got a waifu to fall for it, and she got really angry, and it was the best ever. She
Shut up.
screamed at me, "What's up, dog?" And I'm like, "Not much, you." because she sounded actually mad. I'm like, well, there goes my joke.
Why are you mad?
Because I kept phrasing it really annoyingly. I'm like, so should we pick up the up dog tomorrow? And it was in bed. The best time to do it, of course.
You know what I mean?
I kept asking her before she got angry. And she's like, what is up dog? I was like,
I'm sorry.
It was so good.
I hate you.
I love
I
you
don't
so
think-
much.
Fall in for my
There's-
trap card.
There's very little that gives me more joy on earth than annoying Melanie.
Wow.
So
You are related. It was very cute.
precious.
It was.
That being said, what's the guy say?
That being said, he pauses for a moment
Does
as he
he say
breathes
what's
in.
up, dog?
No, he doesn't, but it would have been really cool if he did.
Pathetic. What a
I know,
jerk.
right? What an absolute chungus. You sort of hear him just sigh outward as you greet him in that way.
While he does that,
Mhm.
sorry. While he does that, I want to try hacking into his system, into his mech.
You can tell from a distance that his is much higher quality than the others. The one that ran away, you can see, is kind of held back, and he has not necessarily a sniper, but a large rifle. One of the other ones is dual-wielding sabers. The other one has a combination of like a rifle, more of an automated rifle, and what seems to be like an axe or something.
Hey, Georgiana,
Yeah.
I want those sabers.
But you can make your own.
Yeah, but I like taking things from people.
Okay.
Anyway, while that guy's about to talk to me, I'm gonna do the hack.
Alrighty.
Or actually, would that be a stunt? No, it wouldn't be. Why am I
Not
thinking
necessarily.
that?
Are you just trying to create an advantage, or are you trying to actually hurt him?
I'm not trying to hurt him yet.
Okay.
Yet.
The way you
Obviously-
said
I
that.
say, obviously he's hailed you. Obviously he's paying attention. Are you going to open with trying to do this, or are you going to wait a second?
I want to do it as subtly as possible.
Nara
Okay.
has a twitchy finger of hacking into people, okay?
It's true.
Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and throw that question at you. If you do it too early, I'll give you a fate point. But if you fail the roll, obviously he's going to know you're trying to hack into him.
Yeah, I'll do it early.
Sure. All right, go ahead and roll it right now. Basically, as you say, hey, all right, good, 4, acceptable.
Nice.
Yep, that's definitely acceptable.
I think you did it.
I think you did it. Okay. You can tell that his firewall is indeed relatively. No, it's you can get in, but he's not
It's
able to
good,
notice.
but-
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, it's good compared to the normals. To you, it is pathetic. Let's be honest. Trying to be as subtle as you possibly can be, Nara, so he's not immediately alerted that you're trying to like get into his business.
Sneaky.
And his voice rings out for the 3 of you, and you hear him say, "Guests, greetings."
Ooh, what a nice accent.
That's a weird greeting.
Yeah,
How's it
that's not what
going?
I was expecting.
May
What
I
you up
ask,
to?
what brings the 3 of you here?
Is that a real question? Wait, I have a question. Why do you think we're here?
I'm not entirely sure. We didn't see you enter, at least not to my knowledge.
You didn't
weren't
see us?
called. No.
Weird.
Quite weird. And not knowing who the 4 of you are, well, you're assaulting my, admittedly,
Nara,
Not
say we're
well-
the NWC.
not well
What's the-
defended base.
What's out of game? What's the NWC?
The National Wildlife Conservation.
Actually, I absolutely say that's what
Isn't
we
that
are.
what we originally said when we came?
yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, no, I definitely hold to that. I'm like,
Alright.
oh, we're from. That's where we're from.
As you say that, he sort of chuckles to himself and says, "We both know that's not why you're here."
I don't know what you're talking about.
it
I love
kinda
nature.
is.
It kind of
Well.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the plants that are holding your other troops?
Come on.
Yeah, I know I'm not down there, my bad.
No, it is why we're here, though.
Understandable. Is there a reason you didn't enter, well, on more amiable terms?
I mean, that's what happens when we get attacked for no reason.
You were attacked?
Out of game, I'm definitely rewriting history. So
Okay. So he seems somewhat confused.
yeah, I know.
I don't recall,
I know that that's what happens. So.
Yeah. I don't recall ordering an attack.
Weird. Maybe you're just not able to keep your guys in line.
I will not be the first to admit that some of them are a little trigger happy.
Can relate. Can I send a message to Ryder?
You can.
I'm gonna send a message to him that's like, hey Captain,
Yo.
whole lot of bad guys down here. Might need some backup.
I'll send you a message saying, dealing with some punks. Be there in a second.
All right.
I said, you know that like hang loose emoji or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what I send you.
Okay.
Like sick. See you in a minute.
On that note, Ryder, go ahead and roll me attack 3 more times.
Do some bopping.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3. There we go. I rolled a 0, a 0, and a 3. All right, Mr. Ryder. Considering we tied on the third one, you will gain a boost on that. And good sir, go ahead and narrate to me how you defeat 2 of these.
We're just gonna rewind real quick to kind of like set the field for everybody or whatever. Okay, so boom, explosion. We all rush in. Boom, boom, boom. Right? So I'm rushing first, and then everybody zips down to the bottom. And then as I do that, I kind of do like this like dope ass flip, and I start swinging at people. Obviously, I miss because whatever. But then I kink one guy, and then after I do that, and you guys go down there and all that stuff, I do like a backflip, and I like pose with my sword and gun or whatever, and I look at everybody, and I'm like, you guys know who you're messing with, right? Like, I hail all of them at the same time. Do
Excellent.
any of them say anything back before I do something?
No, they're just trying to get you out of here.
Okay, cool.
They know you're taunting
Doesn't
them.
matter. So I'm like, you just messed with the wrong national wildlife conservationist.
Oh no.
And then I'm gonna dart at the guy who I dinged. You said I dinged one earlier.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna slash him, killing him. I'm gonna slash him like diagonally or whatever,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna like use my rocket boot from one shoe to like jet off the wall that I after killing the one guy, and then jet off to another guy and just like slice him in half as well, and then parry with another guy, and then jump back and pose and be like, game on.
Alrighty. They're trying their absolute best to damage you, but so far are unable to do so. Back to the 3 of you as you're talking to this individual. He says, well, now, I will be blunt. What can I get the, what? 4 of you? 5 of you? How many have you brought? What can I give to you to convince you to leave?
Are we negotiating?
We are negotiating, yes.
No.
Well, what are you willing to give us?
Credits.
Do better.
Sorry, what?
Do better.
Do better. What do you want then?
Do better.
I mute my
Nara,
mic.
fight for the wildlife.
I don't know what
Think
to
of the
say.
trees.
Think of the birds.
Should I ask? Well, but we're gonna come in here and we're gonna kill him, right?
Well, yeah, just play up the national thing until I come down there.
Okay. I unmute the mic. How about you and all your guys just leave this planet alone?
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
I think you can.
Well,
You know, we here at the NWC take this sort of infraction quite seriously. And if you don't, head on out, there are going to be some pretty hefty fines.
fines we can most likely pay. Is that it? Just fines?
Fine.
If you leave, I'll accept the fine.
The fine is death.
I was about to say.
Sorry. The
That's
fine
a pretty
is
neat fine.
death.
There's a kind of a stifled laugh there. And you can tell he's addressing both Gigi and Aldris now. He says, well, I know there's more of you. Is she the only one not willing to, say, play along? The 2 of you feel the same?
Yeah, we all feel the same.
Yeah.
Also, why this is happening, I want to start slowly shutting down his mech.
Go for it. Roll
For
He
that-
again.
loses
be-
control of an arm, then he loses
Yep.
control of a leg.
Exactly.
Burgle.
And then his mech explodes.
Yeah.
Well, gosh
uh,
dang.
That's basically rolling his firewall / notice.
Can I reroll?
You can reroll. You would hit the one where it says fate point actions and
Oh,
reroll with a
you
fate point.
kidding me?
Did it roll the exact same?
No,
Worse.
it got worse.
No, the
Wait,
just
where's-
doesn't add the +3. It's
Yeah,
the
it didn't
same.
have the plus
It's the same.
3.
Yeah, it rolled the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll accept it.
All right.
And then, but to cover it up, I'm like, just running a little scam here. Hope you don't mind. It's part of our duties, just
your
to make
protocol.
sure it's part of
think
our
he minds.
protocol. Yeah, that's all. Don't worry about it. Nothing suspicious.
He responds with, well, unfortunately, my duties, my protocol is to protect the land that was given to me. And
Given to you.
Correct.
I'm gonna ping Nara and be
who?
like, tell them to plant more trees. I'm gonna go get off.
I will absolutely do that. Okay. Maybe,
Is
you know what? Maybe we could make a compromise.
Oh, do tell.
How about you plant some trees?
Funny thing you'd mention that.
Why don't you plant some trees, you son of a bitch?
We actually, it does sound like an insult, doesn't it? Plant trees, dickwad.
Oh God, I just want to call something. Why don't you plant some trees, you son of a bitch? You son of a bitch.
Go plant one. How dare you? All right.
Sorry, that voice. How dare you?
You rapscallion. He once again kind of chuckles to himself. He finds the three of you, the fourth one up top, very
comical.
Quite comical. You guys are very interesting.
It's
And-
good. He won't be laughing soon.
Probably not. And he says, well, unfortunately, I am tasked with defending what is mine. And if that means killing the four of you, well, so be it.
Actually,
And- yes?
sorry to interrupt.
Mm.
Man, guy, sir, dude. Who gave this? Why do you think this is yours?
For a brief moment, when I said he hailed you, he doesn't show any visual. But for just a moment, he turns on his screen.
Is he a traitor? Is he a traitor for his own people or something? Or is he actually like from off planet?
When the screen does turn on,
Nara got way too excited.
perfectly fine.
Sorry.
No, you're right. You see his face, and he looks very similar to the folk here.
You son of a bitch.
And he's just kind of smirking, like, and then instantly turns it off.
Ooh, that was good. That was a good move. That was a good one.
And with that, he and the other three ready themselves for combat. His forearms like flip into like mecha mode, and I guess copying Gigi, unfortunately, and very well suited for what's going on here. He pulls two hilts from behind him. Each of them extend into essentially laser chainsaws, and they just whir to life. The other arms take up two comically large pistols, and the saber mech, the axe mech, and the rifle mech all get ready for combat. First,
Question.
though, yes.
So I had initially hacked in.
Mm-hmm.
With my second attempt, that was a failure. Do I have to re-hack in?
So any
Or-
hacking you're going to try... So basically, the first one was for you to effectively get in. If you succeeded any subsequent hacks, I effectively would have let you just add debuffs to him as you succeed, and he wouldn't know they were there. So when the fight started,
Right.
he would have had all these consequences on him. Unfortunately, you weren't able to do that. So the risk of taking it early was effectively you get a fate point, and then you start early, which gets you in, but doesn't actually get anything done, and then everything after that would have just stacked.
Damn.
That's just
Well,
bad.
that's fine. I'll restart. No worries.
Effectively, yeah. Now that we're in combat, you can just go bunga bunga on him if you want.
Bunga bunga.
Let's switch back to Ryder real quick. Go ahead and roll me 3 more. No, you know what? 4. There's 4 of them. Roll me 4 attack rolls. We'll just dump them out real quick. 7, 3, 4, and 5.
I'm gonna boost my 3.
Well, hold up. Let me roll first. I might roll awfully. Your 7 is compared to my piddly 2. 3 is compared to 2. 4 is compared to 3. And 5 compared to 1. So 2 of them are very clearly killed. You said you wanted to boost the 3?
Which one would be the best to get a kill?
The 3. Yeah, the 3.
All right, cool. Do that.
So go ahead and spend 1 fate point for me. And with
Oh,
that,
I don't get a free invoke.
Oh, do you want to use the boost?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah. You can definitely use the boost then. Yeah, use
That's
the on
what I
fire.
meant. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're good. No worries. Yeah, yes. So with that, that's going to be 3 enemies dismantled. Go ahead and
Sorry.
you're good. That was incredibly successful. Go ahead and spell that out for me.
Okay, so after I did my / and then I ting with one of them, I'm gonna like spin my sword in my hand. I don't think you guys know who you're messing with. I'm Ryder McCloud, I'm the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. I'm just gonna like dart at them. I'm just gonna like stab the guy that I tinked with in his gut and like lift him up by his mech and just like rip through him. And like as I'm doing that, you see like shell and like fire, tink off both sides of my armor as his shell of his mech is like falling on both sides of my mech, and I'm like running at the other mech, and the other mech's like, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? And I'm just like, and just like cut him in half, and then the other guy's like, oh shit, and I like pull out my gun, and I'm just like, pop, 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 and just like 3 bullets right through his chest, exploding him, and then I just like face off with the last one.
All right. He does not look very happy. I'll put it lightly. Just watching you dispatch 5 of his compatriots. They haven't even hit you once. And then looking back to the 3 of you, Nara, since you were so aggressive, I don't know if you want to go first or if you want Aldris or Gigi to go first because they were kind of hanging back.
I really want to take down that guy sooner rather than later.
Okay.
I'm not saying you guys should do this because you can do whatever you want. I just think if you keep with the plant themes, like Gigi using like some plant bubble gum or something, and Aldris was already using plants, it's kind of like goofy, like nation wildlife attack.
Definitely. I agree.
For the trees, whack.
I mean,
For the trees.
If you don't call it your attacks as you do them, then what are you doing? Of the 3 of you, who has the best idea to go first?
I want to blind them.
You want to blind them? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
How are you going to blind them and not blind us?
I'll warn you to close your eyes.
They're in a different zone, so they're further away.
I mean, I can certainly do a us-only communication, can't I?
Oh yeah, he turned off communications. Of course, you guys had the technology to keep turning it back on, but
no, he didn't. I immediately started turning it back on. Can I actually do that, and then Georgiana can go? Can that be the first attack?
Yeah. So one of the things I told you guys is specifically because of Georgiana constantly falling in love with the battlefield. I know she kind of planted her flag, if you will, in Liam early on. But the original idea was that she would talk to like various mech people and fall in love with them, and then like buff herself because she either wants to like super kill them or like protect them, and then that would make the enemy kind of get all screwy. But she didn't want to lean into that too much because she likes Liam, which is perfectly fine. So I said, to make that work, maybe this power source you guys have is so wonky and just it makes no sense that it actually lets you guys, whenever you want, open up comms. So, I mean, why would the enemy talk to you, right? Especially against their will.
Yeah.
So I kind of imagine Gigi as being like overly attached girlfriend of like, hey cutie, talk to me. They keep like turning like their webcam. They're like, God, stop. And you keep like, God, he's so hot. So that was kind of what I was imagining, which is what you basically did to Liam. But
I low-key thought, because Gigi said close your eyes, I thought she was going to open video comms and flash them.
That's not a bad idea.
Distraction.
You meant to be able to flash grenade, right?
Huh?
You meant to flash grenade, right? Or
Yeah.
something?
Titties.
Titas. Well, you are more looking to do.
Tetas.
You seem to have the idea, Gigi. So you may do what you will.
All right, I will
open communications.
You can do it as a free action, Nara.
That is what I want.
And not yet.
Really
They don't need to hear what I'm about to say.
They're
It
extra.
can be a
open.
separate line.
Yeah.
All right, on a separate line, I'm going to say, everyone close your eyes now or get blinded. I want to shove a vanilla pop in my mouth and do a blinding flash grenade.
You're aiming at the
Thunder
saber
beer.
axe and large mech.
I just want to do it in the middle of the room. That will get the most light out.
Okay. So basically how this works is you have to shoot it at a zone. So you can shoot it at the defended zone, and it will effectively hit all of them. And then you just tell me basically how you want that to work out.
I will shoot over here.
A flash is a one-time and it's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to like throw a disco ball in there that's constantly flashing, that means the zone will be flash, but it's going to be harder. And they can like kick it out or move it or throw it back at you. So I'm just throwing that out there.
If you get a disco ball, I will make sure some techno music plays
That is very important.
for the vibes.
I feel like I could do disco ball if I combine my because I have a fireworks pop, a birthday cake pop. Could I combine fireworks and blinding light to get a disco ball?
Sure. We can just say the zone has it if you want.
Are you sure it's not going to blind us, though?
No, I just said it's literally going to if they throw it back at you. Yes. That's the risk. So on their turn, they can just instantly throw it back at you if they succeed, of course.
Not if I make their arms not work.
There you go.
I'm just gonna simple blind first.
Sure, yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
You better believe it, baby.
Yeah, I believe it.
Ah!
Yeah.
Laura, I warned you.
I'm just gonna imagine
That actually
disco
was
music.
terribly timed because Kiri bit me on the foot.
Oh.
Not like me, not like hard or anything.
Bad cat.
No, because she likes to
people,
she thinks
yeah.
feet are toys, basically. And so she startled me. It didn't hurt or anything. It was bad timing. Sorry about that.
Or it was great timing.
I'm
Great
gonna
timing.
imagine the thing I posted in the group chat thingy is the music that you're gonna play, the disco music.
Dynamite.
Is there any,
Dynamite. I'll roll the back guys first. Then I'll roll the front guy. So you have 5 points to put where you want.
Do the 6 guy. I'm just kidding.
Roll a 1, 2, and a 6.
Since this is telling you to be creating an advantage, right?
This is create an advantage, correct?
What does it benefit me to go super over them all?
So when you create an advantage, if you succeed, you create an aspect with 1 free invoke. If you succeed with style, you get 2 free invokes. And succeed with style is over by 3.
I'll do both for 1 free invoke.
So what does this look like?
I just lob a cute little ball of white, I don't know, puff or something, and it just explodes in their faces.
But you see the 2 of them are unable to dodge this in time, and they have to shield by pulling up their weapons so that they don't get completely just bamboozled by all this nonsense that's going on. Alrighty, Mr. Man kind of gets ready to move into place, but he's not just ready to go yet. Seeing you flash his men, that's not the nicest thing you could have done there, Georgiana. The lad in the back is actually going to take aim at you, and he's going to fire something. Go ahead and drop me a McDodge.
A McDodge?
Yeah, one of those McDodges. I think you did it.
Are you sure?
I think you did it.
Only this time.
You
All right.
barely missed that.
Yes. He fired something at you that you can tell he was trying to restrain you.
Oh my.
You dodged this with so much grace, though, that you gain a boost. What do you want?
Can I give my boost to someone?
No, it's a buff to you. Giving away a boost would be a stunt. Actually, all that about fate. Anytime I say no, the stunt can just say yes. So I guess anytime I say no and you go, aw, if it's something you really, really like, then that would be a stunt, effectively.
I have no idea. Speedster?
Sure. Alrighty, quick on her feet, surprising no one. The rifled douchebag that just shot at you he kind of moves back. He's trying to stay pretty well hidden. For reference, the enemy base where you guys currently are, 1 zone away is the defended zone, then 1 more zone away from that is the back zone. So the back zone is 2 zones away from you. He can only shoot because he has a high caliber rifle. Alrighty, Gigi, who's next?
I'll just
go.
I'm just
Alright.
gonna keep going with the good old plants holding on to people.
Okay.
On the large boy.
Going for large boy. All right.
Large boy. He thick.
He do be thick, though.
Fortunate.
Unfortunate. Not just that. So I'm actually not going to roll this. You try to pull plants up out of the ground and get them to assist you, but you actually realize they can't hear you from here. You are completely surrounded in a giant metal building. But I will say this, just past them and just past the back zone, you feel something back there stir. He's not going to roll to succeed. You basically just tried to do something and didn't work, unfortunately.
Okay.
One of the flashed fools is going to run to you, GG. What he's actually going to try to do is, as he charges you, both of his blades split, almost like a 2-pronged bident, and he's trying to basically pin you down if he can. So go ahead and roll me pilot to dodge that. All right, we tied, so I do get at least a boost for that. It's not completely useless. We'll just say off balance. Actually, wait, that wouldn't be on you, would it? No, I think that'd be on me. Never mind. I'll just say also speedy. He's copying you. What are you gonna do?
Oh my.
What are you gonna do, huh?
I am taking this personally now.
You very much should. What a freaking copycat.
Sure.
All right, Nara.
So I want to hack into his mech.
Okay. Is this creating advantage or damage?
I do think I will use my freshly unveiled mech killer stunt.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. That's definitely something. That.
Sick.
Yeah, that thick. That does not tickle. Okay, that is 6 shifts of damage. If you want, you can make it 5 shifts of damage and give yourself a boost. Up to you.
Make it 5 shifts of damage and give me a boost.
Okay, sounds good. So this is going to give him a moderate consequence. What do you want it to be, Nara? You're hacking into him. This is 5 shifts of damage. What's it look like?
He has 2 sabers, right?
This is the one with 2 sabers, correct?
Could it short circuit one of his arms or something so that it's no longer usable?
Sure. I will say shorted arm.
I like to imagine that it forces the hand to open so that the sword drops, and then he can't control it.
Sure. So rather than, well, I guess I didn't call him Saber's mech, but he was Saber's mech. Now he is Saber mech. If you watch him kind of just like, and he's like attempting to attack Georgiana, but as you sort of hack into him, you can see that you've definitely bamboozled him just a wee bit.
Sexy.
As he's like clashing with her and he goes to swing, his arm just lets go, and the saber just goes flying across the room and just kind of slides and shuts off.
Beautiful.
All right, what kind of boost do you want?
Caught off guard boost so that the next time I try to hack in, I can get a boost.
So it's for you. So maybe are you trying to grab are you trying to get a boost for yourself that is like tech related, basically?
Yes.
Sure. So we can just say like, just tech know-how.
Okay.
Because you've been in the system. You know what it looks like. There's already a note for that aspect. Is there though?
It's familiar territory.
Oh, it is. I must have already clicked it. Shit. Okay, I'll put it next to you. All right. So next time you try to get busy with their tech nonsense, you'll have a free invoke on that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Don't kill him yet, y'all, because I want to use that invoke.
Okay, as they're sort of assessing the situation and trying to figure out, what the hell is going on, the large mech is getting ready to do his business, and kind of the same, we'll say Mr. Axeman Doucheberry actually prepares something for all's y'alls, and he's just going to throw it into the middle of the 3 of you. Georgiana, Nara, and Aldris, roll me pilot.
-1. Ouch.
Ouchie.
Not great. So this isn't damage. This is going to be an aspect. Do either of you want to re-roll or add to that?
Yes, and I got an extra 1.
Yeah, better than nothing. What's the best way to do that? I'll go ahead and use a faith point to bring that up to a 6. Effectively, what this is this is just a shock aura. So initially, it doesn't really do anything, but you feel somewhat slowed by it. It's similar to the flash grenade, but rather than you being visually impaired, you feel as if your mech could at any moment glitch out on you and kind of mess up.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Absolutely the worst thing
Dare
ever. He needs to go down
they
for
do
this.
this.
Exactly. What an absolute chumbus. Okay, seeing as you guys are going to come to them, he'll go ahead and come to you. The big boy is going to go ahead and charge in, and I'll say he will meet with good old GG. And as he charges at you, he basically brandishes both of these lightning chainsaws and just bears down on you, GG.
Okay.
You want to add any juice to that?
Sexy.
I think that's more of a re-roll situation.
You can very much reroll if you wish. Yeah, go for it.
Wow.
They brought you up to a 5. Very nice. Much better. Okay, so he only beats you by 1. That's weak sauce right there. Okay, so yes, GG, just take 1 shift of damage. That's nothing. That's baby damage right there.
Okay.
All right, so he rushes you. How do you meet him as he charges you with these 2 lightning chainsaws, basically?
I think I'll just dodge out of the way.
So go ahead and add 1 shift of stress, the physical stress, obviously, and then that will be his turn. So, Ryder, you have 1 dude in the room with you still. He clearly looks scared. What say you, good sir?
All right. I'm going to slash him.
All right. Roll me some damage. Well, looks like the turns have tabled. Are we rerolling with a fate point? Or are you taking 4 shifts of damage?
Reroll.
Is this his anime moment? This is not his anime moment.
Oh, wait. I'm not done.
Okay.
I still have honorable fight where I'm 1v1 someone. I get +2.
And you roll fight. You literally did roll fight. Yes. Okay. So instead,
Ooh,
correct.
nice.
There was no one else in this room. You do not completely dispatch him, and this is indeed a one-on-one honorable battle, but you can tell he is on his absolute last leg. One more of anything, and he would very much go down. So you are still met kind of just neck and neck with this guy. And he thought he had a moment for just to split a hair. He thought, holy shit, I can take out the legendary Ryder. Let's be honest, that's not happening. Ryder doesn't necessarily know what's going on in that room. Nara, who's next? You can technically pick yourself.
I just want to use my free boost. My boost.
Then do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
You better boost it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I want to get the other arm on the saber mech.
You want him to drop the other arm?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not great for him.
Making him drop all the arms. This poor man.
So he's clearly fiddling with his mech, trying his absolute best to figure out what the hell is going on. And that is a success with style. So you don't necessarily, you don't even need to use your tech know-how. You get to hold on to that.
Nice.
So I'm going to go ahead and give him System Shock. And that is 2 free invokes.
Make good use of it, everyone.
Make good use of it. This boy's got a lot of...
One way off in the far, though. Oh, okay. You can't move it.
The one
okay.
in front of you. He's not doing so hot. So effectively, Nara, you just kind of get into the business once again. And his other arm just kind of... And he just drops his other saber. And rather than going flying across the room, it just falls unceremoniously to the floor. And everyone saw it. And he's definitely super embarrassed. That's a lot of horseshit going on for one individual character. I'm going to go ahead and say he is next, just because that logically makes sense.
You should honestly just leave the battle. How embarrassing that was.
At this point,
he's humiliated.
I feel like he'd be taking mental stress if that was a
emotional damage.
Yeah, basically just infinite emotional damage. So with this, he is going to effectively just sort of like run at you, Gigi. And he has a really close range, like stomach launcher that just shoots like a cannon at you. And he's just booking it at you, attempting to use this pretty makeshift weapon that probably isn't really too effective. And he's using it in melee range. It's kind of like a shotgun.
Okay.
Roll me some pilot. Elot. That's not great for him at all. That's amazing for you, because you succeed with style. So you can give yourself a boost.
Is my speedster boost gone?
I don't know where I put it. I found where I put it. I'm going to go ahead and just give you a second stack of speedster. How's that sound?
Yes.
All right. More speedster for you. There's a lot of buffs and debuffs on the map right now. So this dude just looks like a damn fool right now. You could tell, maybe, Nara, you said you're probably hacking into their systems to hear what's going on. He's most likely being berated by his superior at the moment.
Wait. I can hear that, right?
You can hear that.
Can I put it on a loudspeaker?
Yes.
That's how you do mental damage.
As you can sort of hear the large mech yelling at the, well, I guess we need to fix him, don't we?
Can I use my boost for that?
He's the not saber mech. Are you intending to do mental stress to him, or you just want to generally humiliate him?
No, I want to humiliate him, but in a way that causes mental stress.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take the tech know-how. Say you hack that bad boy up. And do this for me. Go ahead and roll me your hack skill, and we'll add the +2. And depending on what you roll, I'll probably just make his second condition like shaken or something.
You mean my burglary?
Yeah, roll burglary.
Hack skill? Okay.
Yeah. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. All right, so I'm just going to make his second mild consequence just like shaken, not stirred. He's not doing well. You guys can hear over the intercom like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you dropping your weapons? You know what your job is? And you can just hear all this nonsense, and it's echoing throughout the halls, and everyone can feel this man's shame, and it's just it's not great. It's not great. Let's be honest. It's not great. Aldris, you're up, bud.
Oh, this man has a whole lot of debuffs on him, so...
1 or 2, yeah.
1 or 2?
1 or 2, yeah.
There's a bunch of machines in this room, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of turn the metal into, like, floating swords with magic.
Are you going to Magneto him, basically?
Pretty much.
Hell yes.
Just shank him with his own machines.
Oh, do that, yeah. Oh, okay, so you can do 1 or 2 things. You can either melt like floating metal into blades and shoot them at him, or because I said these are big construction machines, you can rip out the blades and throw those at him. Which one do you want to do?
We'll go with the second one.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll me some of that La Magie. He's going to attempt to dodge.
And then I'll invoke everything I can.
Okay, so System Shock, we'll go ahead and invoke that. And then Flashed, we can invoke that. He's flashed 1. He's going to use also Speedy to give himself +2.
And then I'll use a fate point to add 2 as well.
Yeah, so that brings me to 5. And that brings you to 4 + 4, 8, 10.
I think so, yeah.
I'll put it this way. If you want to undo that paid invoke, that's enough to kill him.
Sure. Why not?
You know that is overkill and then some. So,
Actually,
Mr.
you know what? I don't. I want to overkill him. I want to just chop him into little tiny pieces.
Sure. All right. What's this look like?
Well, I rip all the blades out of the machines around him. And they just start floating towards him, and it just turns into like a tornado of blades and death. And you can't really see as they fly through him. And then after you look away and look back, because you have to kind of look away from all the sparks as it's clashing against his mech, there's just a pile of metal and blood.
All right. A single tear. Beautiful. I love it.
No tears.
It's more of a happy tear if that was awesome. Georgiana, you see this play out in front of you with all the debuffs you threw on this poor son of a bitch. Both of his blades remain. One of them is on and just kind of sizzling against the floor. The other one was effectively kicked across the room. You turn that dude into Sketty. Congratulations.
Sketty.
He's now Sketty. Good job.
I did always love pasta.
All about the skets. All right, seeing you just completely annihilate one of his allies, the rifle boy will actually turn to you, Aldris.
Well, that's not very nice.
Yeah, so he's firing something at you. Okay, there it is, I guess.
Oh no.
Dodge with pilot.
Whoa.
This is not damage, by the way. This is him. He's creating an advantage.
It's a good jump, though.
So the question essentially is, if you boost that, he will just regular succeed. If you don't, he'll succeed with style. It's up to you. Just one extra free invoke. All right, so you're going to jostle that up to a 6.
Yes.
All right, so that is just a regular success. As he blasts you, you attempt to avoid what you think is a shot, but as it gets close to you, the shell, the ball, whatever it is, it explodes, and this flak just covers your mech. From a distance, you guys can kind of see almost glitter all over Aldris's mech, and they're just kind of like bzz, 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 bzz. They're kind of shocking, like
glitter bombed,
and like almost like a glitter bomb. But they're like arcing to each other, so these little like nanites are all over you, and that hasn't stunned you, but they're like moving around trying to like burrow on in, and they are creating an issue. They're creating a problem for you, we'll say.
Still rude.
Still incredibly rude. GG. You have the rifleman way across the room. You have the axe mech in the next zone. You got big boy basically next to you.
Yeah, I kind of want to go after him. Can I
I'm already ready to say yes.
fire a acid grenade at the guy in the back?
Axe mech?
Rifle mech.
You need a long range weapon to reach him. So you need a rifle of equal length or something that's like pinpoint accuracy. He's basically sniping at you guys.
What
Now
if
you can travel. Wait.
Yes.
Can I move into here?
Yeah, there you go. You can travel to the defended zone and then throw a grenade at him. You want to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, that'll be shoot.
Mm-hmm. Is this damage or are you trying to create an advantage?
Create an advantage.
Okay. Because it's a tie, you get a boost. If you want to boost yourself, you get to create an aspect.
And I'll use my boost.
Okay.
Well, one of my boosts.
Yeah, one of your free boosts. So that brings you up to a 6. His is only a 4. So when you throw your acid grenade at him, what is the intention of your acid grenade? What are you trying to do? Like burn through his armor or?
Yeah, burn through his armor.
Nice.
And or his gun to disable it.
Okay. I'll say it takes a little more than that to completely disable the gun. But his armor is currently sizzling. As you throw this acid grenade over, you're basically forcing him to reposition. And he kind of starts to move about. You're able to lob this grenade at like just the absolute perfect angle, Georgiana. All right, you guys are beginning to move about and cause issues for them. Excellent, excellent. As you move into this zone, the axe mech is actually going to go ahead and run at you, Georgiana, spinning this axe above his head, and he's going to strike down at you. Cool. Roll me pilot again. If you wish to invoke yours or his flashed, when he attacks and ties, he gains a boost. If you use either of those, he will not gain a boost and do no damage.
I use my boost.
You use your boost, okay. So using your speedster boost, you just get the hell out of the way He does no damage. He gains nothing. He does not collect go or collect $200. You're able to easily move out of the way as his axe just digs into the metal around you. You can just hear it like it's just cut through. And with that, Mr. Largeman, seeing as you fairly quickly dispatched of one of his men, Mr. Aldris, he is going to go ahead and charge at you. Go ahead and roll me pilot, Mr. Pilot, or if you want to defend like with a magic like shield or something, he's coming down at you with those dual lightning chainsaws.
That's a big blow.
I think. Yeah. Magic shield.
Magic shield it is. Okay. Unsurprising, he's going to invoke both of those shocks to basically slow you down. So we're going to pop both of those free ones. Go to 9 and then go to 11. Do you wish to boost you up to a 6? Or are you out of juice?
I'm out of juice.
You're out of juice. This is gravely unfortunate. Already, that is 7 shifts of damage then?
Oh, boy.
Youch.
That is indeed physical, so however you want to take that.
Well, good thing you haven't taken any damage yet.
And then for your mild... Are you taking a mild or a moderate consequence?
I'll go moderate, I guess.
Okay. We'll just say like Sundered Armor. Because he just jumped up in your business, just broke through that shield.
Not my business.
Yeah. He got up in your noise. All right, Ryder, you can hear your friends are having some issues in the other room. Finish
Right,
off.
I'll finish this guy off.
Finish him off.
Come on.
+2.
All right, that means, my friend, you have dispatched this mech. What's it look like?
We clanked, and I'm like, you picked the wrong battle, buddy. And I like clank, and then like chop his arm off,
Mm-hmm.
and it like flies off, and I like do like a pose, and then like a really cool like sword pose, I guess, I don't know. And then I just like booster like all my jetpacks on my back, rush at him, and I just go and like jet past him, and he explodes. And then I do a backflip down to where everybody else is.
All right, yes. You're able to move back to the action after you finish that. And now that you can see what's going on, Ryder, who goes next?
Can I say something before I do that?
You very much can.
I'll look at everybody. I'm like, sorry I'm late for the party. Oh, hey, tall, dumb, and ugly.
Seeing you enter the arena, he's like legitimately surprised you took all of them out.
Nice.
I'm
All right, Mr.
gonna
Ryder.
hail him. I'm like, all right, you ready for the real party to begin?
Well, I've been ready.
I don't think you know who you're messing with.
I could very much say the same. Ready for the 4 of you to turn tail and run, truly.
Well, the 6 guys up there couldn't stand up to me, so we'll see.
They were a mere distraction. I hope you're ready. And Nara, side note to you, you can tell he's trying to like close it and he can't.
Guile's theme from Street Fighter starts playing.
And make sure it stays open.
He's trying very, very hard to like close it, then it reopens, he closes it, and he's just like kind of staring at the camera like, God damn it, I can't close the freaking intercom.
Nara just keeps on spamming the button.
Basically, yeah.
Exactly.
Alrighty, Ryder, who was
As
next
you
on your
do.
side?
GG.
Alright, Gigi, what you got?
This fool's annoying. I think I'll use my acid swords this time.
Acid swords? Okay, sounds good. Just going for raw damage.
Yeah.
Oh, you said ass. And swords.
Alright, what
I
about the
was
ass
like-
swords? Georgiana.
What do you mean?
Can I use my invoke to make it bigger?
So it brings your 5 to a 7. And it says free invoke on it, so we know what happened. This interface, if we actually use it, is
Oh, cool.
awesome. I agree. It's very cool. Alrighty, that is 4 shifts of damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Axe Mech. This is going to give him a moderate consequence. What will it be with your acid blades?
Can I de-arm him?
Sure. I'll say you can go ahead
Getting
and...
as many arms as we can get this time around.
Is
Yeah,
that what we're going for? I didn't know this was the goal.
now that
worry
Aldous knows,
about
he can unlock his power. Pry open that third eye, which was, I guess, the theme of the last one. The last planet, that is. But yes, we can go ahead and say, severed arm. Why not? I dig. So no stress, but straight up, Georgiana, you clash quickly with this axed mech, and you're able to pretty much just like wriggle your way and boost around and take slight advantage of the fact that he was flashbanged like a turn ago. Maybe his eyes finally like, ugh, and catch up with it, and you're able to rip off basically his left arm. So he's wielding this axe, but less effectively. And I'm gonna go ahead and say he'll just go next. He's gonna attack you. Well, sometimes the dice agree with what's happening in canon. All right. No boost, no nothing. You just completely dodge the attack. Who's next, Gigi?
Nara.
What you got
Can I hack into his targeting systems?
for the rifle boy?
Yeah,
Yes, but you need to move to the defended zone.
that is fine.
Okay.
I will do that.
Alrighty, moving in, Nara, you're attempting to hack this lad. Are you damaging him, or are you...
I want to hack into his targeting system so that he hits his friend.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, like,
What a poor boy.
How about we do this? You create an advantage on the rifle mech, but I'm not going to put it on the rifle mech. You tell me which friend, and I'll either put it on the X mech or the large mech. I'll give them an aspect that says faulty targeting. So that way, during this battle, you can say, now the gun goes off and adds +2.
okay.
First, go ahead and roll it up. Your burglary. You burgling, though.
The
Okay.
boogly.
That is
Boogly.
a success, so I can't spell.
Boogle woo woo.
All right. We'll just say
No.
faulty aim. All right. Who are we putting this on?
Has the large mech had anything done to him?
Nope.
I'm going to put it on him then.
Sounds good.
Sorry, Gigi. You already cut that guy down by half.
That's fine.
His name is X mech minus arm, so yeah. This is accurate. All right, so you do something to the rifle mech, Nara, but he's not entirely sure what you did. He'll find out later, and it's going to be awful.
He's like, I know something happened, but I don't know what.
But he doesn't know what. Precisely. You are attempting to target him, though, so he is actually going to get shooty on you. This is just a regular ass shot with damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
Big oof.
What happened to rolling negatives, Yeti? I feel like we've been lied to.
I
Yeah,
feel like you've
You've
been lied
definitely
to.
been lied to.
I feel like you've been lied to, yeah.
Well,
Not bad. I will use the shock aura, though,
that's
Ooh.
which isn't... It's not amazing. It's only 3 shifts of damage.
I used that 5 though. When am I gonna get another 5 this turn?
That's true. You did roll 3 positives, but you did theoretically block a shit ton of damage.
Let's say I used all my physical and mental stress.
Yes, all the damage is just consequences.
And even if it, so like for moderate consequence, that would be 4 shifts of damage, right? But if I only needed 3, would I still have been able to do that?
Basically, the way it works is, let's say both your physical and mental stress are completely full. If you take any stress, including 1, that's 4. So it fills in the next lowest. If
Gotcha.
the lowest is a moderate consequence, that 1
That's
is technically...
what it's gonna be.
It builds up and builds up and builds up till you got nothing else.
Yeah, I do
so
not want to use that moderate and severe consequence.
probably not. You do get to choose who goes next, though. Aldris or Ryder.
Aldris.
All right, Aldris, what you got, bud?
I got fear. I'm in pain.
I am infeared.
Oh, wait, actually, how hurt are you?
Not
You're
too bad.
pretty-
I took a moderate consequence and 3 physical stress.
You're technically hurt the
Oh,
most, I
I've
think,
been
Nara.
there. No problem there.
I want to like give as many of us like extra defense as possible, like shields, magical shields.
Okay. So there's a few ways you can do that. Obviously, since everyone is so split up, you can give a positive buff if you want. But of course, you're always welcome to do technically a negative buff on the enemy. Also gives you a +2 on your roll. So it's realistically however you want to aim this and whoever you want to aim it at. We could say, like, Aegis or something in this zone or the zone over.
Yeah, I'll just do it for the whole zone, like over here.
For there. Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of shield is this?
I would say we're going with like a wooden plant shield, but I don't think that'll work here.
Probably not.
So we'll just take more of the machines apart and just add armor to our mechs.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Go ahead and roll your general good stuff.
The good stuff.
That goes excellent. Okay. We'll just say it's basically like just metal floating around the two of them. Alrighty. Of course, that can only be used defensively. So Large and in charge is going to go ahead and go next. He's going to charge at you, Ryder. And just once again, swinging his chainsaws. He's going to meet you in a duel, my friend. Oh, very nice.
That's what happens when you fight the best.
Apparently that is exactly what happens. Alrighty. Mr. Defend, you succeeded, so you get to ignore damage. Very
When
nice.
he clashes with me, I'm gonna like lean into him and be like, "What was that again, bub?"
It is your turn on Ryder. Sorry, what do you do?
And then I smack him back.
All right, go for it. See, I can roll low. That was a very good time to do it as well. You realize that he's a little chunky. He doesn't move quickly, but he moves resolutely. He tries not to waste any movement whatsoever. As you clash and clash and clash, he thinks he blocks every single one of your attacks. And he's like readying up his side 2 arms to do some damage to you, but you're able to sneak in 1 or 2 scratches, Ryder, and you'll do 2 stress worth of damage to the boss man. Who's next, Ryder? GG, what you got, girl?
All right.
You have an armless lad.
An armless lad.
Well, not armless, he has 1 arm.
Well,
Can I stick one of my bubblegum bombs inside his decapitated arm?
Can you decapitate an arm?
Arm capitation? Yes.
Arm capitation, all right.
Oh my god.
And this is just for raw damage?
Yes, but I feel like it might also interfere too.
Well, fortunately for you, it's enough to kill him. So, this one-armed axe mech, as he goes to engage you, you sneak another one of your bubblegum bombs into him, and what does it look like?
Well, it basically crushes him from his arm out.
You shove this gum substance into the socket that basically was his arm. Does it, like, engulf him? Or does it just blow outward, like, shoot him across the room?
Engulf.
Okay, so this pink goo a la blob style just starts like oozing and bubbling out of the stump that was his left arm. And as he's kind of swinging at you and the two of you are engaged in melee combat, this ooze just starts like and starts to consume him, and it covers up the head of his mech, and he's like trying to scratch it off and whatnot. And you're able to effectively just do whatever you want to him as this is happening. And I would assume you like punt him away because he's gonna explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just give this fool a kick, and he bounces off the we'll say the log machine that was cutting logs, but now, you know, since all just ripped off the spinning blade, it's basically just this hunk of metal just slapping against the wood, not cutting it, and just denting it over and over and over and over and over. He just rams into it. The whole machine just like buckles, and you can hear it just like starting to whir up. It's like, and it's clearly having some issues, but that boy is gone. On their side, they are indeed running out of boy. Gigi, go ahead and make me another pilot roll. You are being shot at.
6.
Spicy. Excellent. Okay. Whatever the rifle mech was trying to do to you completely fails. Who's next, Gigi?
Let's go back to Ryder.
All right. As you dodge out of the way, Ryder takes his turn. What do you do, good sir?
I swing!
Going for another attack. All right.
Reroll.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Unfortunate. You're unable to get in the business, if you will. He's getting kind of used to you.
So I tink him for 1, you say?
You basically do nothing. Yes. You do one shift.
Pink.
Yeah, effectively. Which is perfect because he was shooting at Georgiana and you use the faulty aim. So maybe it like ricochets or something and hits the large mech. Alrighty. And with that, who's that?
Nar.
All right, Nara, what you got?
I want to take out that rifle guy.
If you want to directly roll Met Killer, it will roll your burglary stat.
Ooh.
And it will say Met Killer, which is super cool.
Nice.
Alrighty. Not great for the boy in the back. That is 4 shifts of damage. First time he's been hit. I would say since you're hacking him, I don't think Sizzling Armor makes sense as an invoke. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
4 shifts of damage is still pretty damn spicy. So I'll give him a mild consequence of just like buggy system. All right. So you can very much tell you messed with him. He's got some issues. You can see him like trying to recalibrate whatever the hell's going on. So you definitely did. You definitely did something there, Mr. Big and Large. Since you're basically dueling with him, Ryder, the large lad will go ahead and charge at you. But this time, what he's doing instead is he's kind of just saying screw it, and the 2 like bottom arms he had that were originally holding guns, he just drops them and they like flip outward and become incredibly long, and he's basically just trying to grab you. So rather than doing damage, he's creating an invoke on you, good sir. So roll pilot to get out of the way because he's not fighting. Okay, so what this is going to do, it'll just create an aspect of grappled, and we'll have 2 free invokes. So that is indeed his turn. So the arms latch out and they grab onto you, Ryder. And he's giving you a nice squeeze. You can still kind of move, but you can't really get away from him.
But I can still attack him?
Oh, you can definitely still attack him. In fact, that's probably what he wants. Aldris.
Are there any more machines to dismantle at this point?
There are definitely machines around, and now that you're looking around, Aldris, you can see that the defense mechanisms aren't fully activated, and they will be basically once you do whatever it is you do. Looking at the ceilings, you can tell that there should be guns coming down and doing business. Now that you've dispatched most of their men, those are probably going to activate in like a second.
Can I delay those from activating?
Sure. I will say if you take, there's a lot of them. So if you take your turn and you roll a 4 by throwing metal or whatever you want at them, you can stop. And for the next round, they won't do anything. I'll
just shoot a bunch of fire beams at them and try to weld everything shut.
Sure. Yeah, go for it. You rolled a 4. Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's good enough.
Yeah, nice. You see them kind of shuddering and they're about to open, but you're able to bzz, 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 and shut them down for now. And they're still shaking, so they're trying to open. But for this round, they're not going to do anything. All right, Aldris, who's next?
Georgiana.
All right, Gigi.
Acid sword.
Sizzling armor to acid sword. Oh no. All right. He's not in a
He's not in a acid sword.
Acid sword. He is not in a position to defend himself well, so have fun.
3. Can I do my invoke? Oh, I need to do my invoke.
Beautiful. The sizzling armor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what that's going to do is basically make you tie on your attack, which will give you a boost.
Does he look like he's almost dead?
He looks like he's hurting a little bit. Yeah.
I use my last fate point to add 2.
All right, you use your last fate point, the pilot amongst all pilots, Georgiana, and lashing out against him with your acid swords they were?
Yes. It was since one sword wasn't good enough, I'll whip out a second sword.
All right. This is how logic works. We now have 2 acid swords. Paint me a picture of destroying Rifle Mech Boy. As he's firing at you, you're able to weave between all of his shots, and you're finally in melee range as you draw your blades and...
Well, I want to aim for one of those weak spots that's already sizzling, and then just slash right through.
Just kind of right on the middle?
Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful. Love it. Alrighty, and with that, he is dispatched. Alright, who do you point to next?
Nara.
Nara, okay. Considering Rifle Boy is going to go next, Nara, you are next. And then the big one next.
I would like to hack into his system as normal. So I want to make his limbs lock.
Okay. Kind of like lock him up, make him all juddery.
Yeah, but to create an advantage for the next person.
Go ahead and roll me some. A burgle. All right. Fortunately, when you tie, you do get a boost on yourself. Unless you want to use a fate point, because you are good at hacking.
I'll put an aspect on the enemy.
All right. Go ahead and use your last fate point, I believe. This is basically like a locked up system, basically.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and with that, Large Lad is going to go. He's going to go ahead and tackle up with Ryder again, because you guys are face to face. All right, good sir. Roll me some of that fight.
Yo.
Very, very juicy. Excellent. He's not going to use anything on that. You just fully succeed. And though he has you grappled, you're able to parry your way out of this nonsense. All right, Nara, who's up next?
Ryder.
Ryder, you're up, bud.
Okay, hi, I'm Ryder. I'm gonna swing now.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're going tit for tat. He also has locked up, right?
He does, yes. That would bring you to a 6.
Well, if I don't use it, what does it do for him?
He's going to gain a boost because he succeeded with style.
But if I use it, then he doesn't get a boost?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. I don't want him to have a boost.
Fair enough. Still denying him +2. His system is still locked up at the background, but no longer has a free invoke. So
Aldris?
Yeah, you kind of tackle with him, but unfortunately not able to do as much. Aldris, what you got, bud?
I'm gonna try to dismantle more machines. We're just doing this now. We're just Magneto now.
we're Magneto now. All right.
Yep. Is he flying or is he on the floor?
Oh, he's a very sturdy mech. He doesn't have 4 legs or anything, just 2, but they're very beefy, and he's holding on to Ryder with his 2 extended arms, and the other 2 holding chainsaws are trying to cut up right.
I'll try to shove all of the random parts that I take out of their machines and bolt one of his arms to the ground if I can.
Okay, so you're just trying to basically pin him. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Alrighty, I dig. You can say pinned with metal. Alrighty, Mr. Aldris, who would be next?
Ryder.
Alright, Ryder, before you go, everybody roll me pilot. You want to beat a 2.
We all die. Oh boy.
Sorry. Meet or beat a 2, sorry.
Nara.
Cool.
We're rolling so well today.
Alrighty, Nara and Ryder.
I blame all the dice on the table.
They bumped into each other.
Dice are ruined. Come on.
I
Nara-
swear if I re-rolled it'd be better.
So, Nara, you do have the metal aura if you want to use that.
I'll do that.
So go ahead and do it
Because the
first.
-1 is bad.
It's not great. You can meet or beat a 2. Okay. You went from
Nice.
3 negatives to 4 positives. You beat the shit out of that. Alrighty. Ryder, did you want to add anything?
Hell
or
yeah.
No? I'll let you know. Basically, what happens is you take 1 shift of damage. That's it.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Okay, go ahead and take 1 shift. Aldris, I'm sorry. Did you say who was next?
Ryder.
I'm swinging again.
As the guns descend from the ceiling and fire upon you guys, you're all mostly able to avoid this. And Ryder, you lash out again against this large, beefy man. All right, a tie, but that means you get a boost.
Wait, I used pinned with metal.
The pin with metal means you don't get a boost. Instead, he takes 2 shifts of damage. Considering those are already taken, he'll take a mild consequence.
I slash into him and be like,
Yeah, scratched armor.
your move!
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Tell me more.
That's all I can do. Only do it once.
There.
I know, I'm sorry. Alrighty, Ryder, who's next? I'll let 2 of you guys go, then him, and then 2 of you guys can go.
Nara's been locking it down, so let's bring it back to Nara.
All right. For reference, you can keep poking the same thing, Nara, the locked up system, and add more invokes to it. Because that is
Yeah,
clearly working.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Drop me a burgle. Nice. All right, we'll go ahead and add another one to locked up system. All right, and now he is going to go. And now that he's taken his first consequence, whenever you make the consequence, you can invoke it for free. So, Ryder, once you go to hit him again, you can invoke that 2 and do 2 more damage if you want. The scratched armor. Now that his systems have been damaged, you can see parts of him like whirring up. It's like, and effectively he is powering up to give you the big wampus.
Can I
You can
hail
see
him
his
again?
system is going into overdrive, and you very much can.
He's forever hailed,
So,
remember? I was just spamming the button.
so what
He's-
was
he's
that
used to it.
about,
You betcha.
beating me?
Currently, I'm ignoring your friends, and if there's anything I can do, it's going to be taking down just you, if I can.
Listen, this is what happens when you mess with the National Wildlife Conservation, all right?
You can see and like hear him putting his hand on the mic, like shut it up, shut it up, shut it. Like he's like he can't turn it off.
See, if you didn't eradicate this planet of trees and its beautiful, lush forests, we wouldn't have to be here to teach you suckers a lesson.
You can very much tell him just try like he's trying to ignore you and like pilot his mech while he's holding you still, and while you're wiggling around, he's like shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. All right, so with that, roll me fight as he lashes out at you. Both of the chainsaws go into like full overdrive. They're like sparking off. There's like blue and green lightning like shooting off them as they just full overdrive. And he lashes out at you. He will use one of those grapples to go up to a 9.
He's got a higher modifier. Damn.
Do you wish to use any of the invokes, Mr. Ryder, by the way? He's up to a 9 current.
How much damage would that be?
4 shifts of damage.
I'll just
Which
take it.
I think you can actually take. Yeah, you can take that. You
I'm
have an
Gucci.
open slot. Yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna take that damage,
Mhm.
and I'm like, you really think that's gonna do anything to me?
Yeah, he's very much like, God damn it. You can tell he's fully focused on hurting you, and he's ignoring everyone else around him. Is Aldris or Georgiana next?
Can I?
Sounds like Georgiana's next.
Can I
Gigi.
use one?
Yes.
Go.
Can I use my sticky grenade to?
Gunk up his gears?
Yeah,
You very much can.
and I'd like to. If I have to choose, like to aim, I'd prefer like a side with 2 arms.
Roll me some shoot. He's not about that, so he'll definitely use one of his scene fate points to bring it up to a 6.
That means it'll fail, right?
Correct, but you can use locked up system to bring it up to a success.
Trying to create more invokes though. All right, I'll use locked up system.
All right, so we're basically trading 1 for 1.
I hate you.
All right, so they're like
My
gummed up,
people's better.
gummed up gears, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yas.
Yas, queen.
All right, we're just stacking up bullshit on this guy. Aldris, what you got, bud?
Well, I kind of want to just let them have their duel while I'm annoying. I'll just try to pin him down with more metal.
All right.
We're just gonna keep doing this.
There is indeed more metal. You could definitely do this a couple more times. Ooh, that means you get 2 stacks of pinned metal.
Perfect.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Okay. And the tables are beginning to turn as Aldris, you basically completely unravel one of their ore refining machines, and you just start slathering him. He's cutting them out of the air and whatnot, but there's too many, and he's just being surrounded. Everyone, roll me pilot.
I don't wanna. Oh god, I don't wanna.
You definitely don't want to. Alrighty, I do believe, so you are out of juice, so that is 1 shift of damage.
I succeeded because I was the first one to roll, and my dice didn't touch anybody else's dice.
If you roll faster,
I'm just kidding.
if you roll
Wait,
faster,
I'm sorry. What did you say? Who takes a shift of damage?
Aldris takes 1.
Oh no, not 1.
I know, right? As the guns
Oh,
begin to kind of
Noah.
just like, you guys are all able to kind of move out of the way, but Aldris is, I will say he's so focused on getting the metal up, he's like, this is worth it.
He's
This
metal
is
bending right now.
Yeah,
He's
he's
too
metal
focused.
bending. All right, Aldris, who's next?
Nara.
All right, Nara.
All right, what's happening with the man? The big
The man
guy.
has goo on his right side, Ryder in front of him that he is holding. His armor is scratched that Ryder can take advantage of, and he's being pinned with metal. His systems can be locked up, but he's kind of, maneuvered his way slightly out of that.
The gummed up gears. How are they gummed up? Is it literally bubble gum?
No, it's marshmallow.
Feel like this is false advertising.
This is false advertising. I'm trying to think about how I could use the invokes. Because I'd rather just be done with this.
Is that better?
Come on. Like, he has been up for too long. He is violating a whole lot of NWC rules and protections.
I mean, giving him all these invokes is gonna help Ryder just do a big hit.
Yeah. So I guess I'll do locked up system again.
All right.
Beer.
Damn.
Well, that's not great.
Never mind.
Not a good look for you. I'm going to be honest.
When I see that it doesn't work, can I send him a message?
You very much can, yes. Is it a video message?
No, but it is going to be an audio message.
Okay.
Starts like, well, it's gonna like roll across his screen like an infomercial.
Okay.
and it says, "Hello, we've been trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty."
This poor man.
Oh my god.
And if he tries to click out of it, it'll give him a virus.
Okay. He's not doing so good.
Moving on.
Moving on. Who was next? All right.
All right, let's go to Aldris.
Okay. Birdman, what you got?
Can I add another aspect on it?
You very much can, as long as it makes sense, yeah.
Can I, using all the metal that I pinned him down with, kind of weld all that to the floor so it's
Oh my
even more
god.
secure?
Yes, you can.
Gotta, annoy the hell out of this man. He's
Yeah.
not allowed to move,
Yeah.
or he might be allowed to move. Okay.
You didn't roll so well. I believe that gives you a boost. Or, sorry, a free invoke on an existing aspect. Basically, add
Yes.
one more to pin with metal if you want.
It won't really matter, but sure.
Alrighty. You attempt to weld it down, but he's kind of like dragging Ryder with him, or trying to, because he's also marshy mushy man, because I have to, we don't do false advertising here. So it's not gummed up gears, because that could be bubble gum. He's marshy and he's mushy because marshmallows. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Anytime, it's what I'm here for. And it's got to be alliteration, otherwise what am I doing? What am I doing with
Exactly.
my life? Okay. He's having an awful time. Just an absolute shit fiesta, if you will.
Good. He's destroying his home planet, asshole.
I know, what a jerk.
What an absolute cock. All right. Attempting to ignore the three of you to the best of his ability, as you guys are just piling shit and shit and shit and shit on top of him, he's going to lash out again to Ryder, roll me fight, with his chain boys.
Oh my
Ow.
god.
Husband, please.
Spicy.
All right.
Invokes.
Yes, he's going to use They're grappled, which brings it to a 10.
You can use pin with metal. It's got 3. That one's basically free.
I only can use one of them though, right?
You can use each one once if you wish, but this is a defense roll, so keep that in mind.
Metal and mushy.
All right, metal and mushy.
Give me mushy back.
Give you mushy back.
Just one.
Okay, just the one? Okay. That brings you to a 5, and that brings him to a 10.
Wait.
Yes, I believe. I used
Oh,
one
you're not
before.
an 8?
No, I added +2, so a 10.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. Go back to mushy then.
Do you want to use scratched armor or mushy?
Mushy. Or
Okay. Only
Yeah,
you
mushy.
can use scratched armor.
You scratched on?
Yeah, because you created that, so only you can use
mush.
it. Mush. All right, mush it is.
Mushy.
All right, so that brings you to 7 and him to 10. So that's 3 shifts of damage.
Oop.
Which is perfect. You can take that. How
Ha.
convenient. Ryder or Georgiana, who's next?
I'll let Georgiana go. Maybe she can do more mush.
Hey.
Indeed, yeah,
Hmm.
you can double down the mush. He's starting to get free of it.
Actually,
Actually,
does he have a an entry thing in his armor?
Potentially, what are you trying to do?
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum
Oh,
for
no.
damage or for...
This is my new favorite attack.
we can tell.
No, I want to create an invoke somehow, some way.
Okay. I mean, you have a marshy mushy man.
Oh, but bubblegum.
You can do bubblegum. I'm not gonna stop you.
All right, I'll do bubblegum on his head. On his head.
Okay.
Bubble pop.
It's hard to see. He just gets like a pink tint to everything he sees.
Are you shooting this, or are you
That's
like?
how Georgiana looks at things.
Are you piling it in
Oh,
on him?
no.
Are you flying by and like dropping the load?
I feel like you know how when like someone puts a bag over someone's head?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what she's gonna do with the bubble gum.
I would like to drop a load.
Okay. Go ahead and do some pilot for me then.
She's deucing it.
Okay.
Ew.
So is this a new aspect, or are you adding 2 to Marshman?
I'll do Marshman.
All right. So that adds 2 free aspects to Marshman. As you fly by and just gum this dude's face, he's trying his absolute best to ignore you guys, but it's not working. Ryder, now's your moment.
I'm gonna hail him again
You
and
were
be
the
like,
chosen one.
"You have failed this planet, sir, and now you will be served the largest fine."
He just narrows his eyes and says, "You don't know what I've been through."
All the invokes.
All the invokes. Okay. Is your roll here? It is freaking here. Hell yes. Okay. So, 1 at a time. Marshy Mushman is +2. And then scratched armor, 8. And then pin with metal. We have plenty of that. Oh, look at these stacks on stacks on stacks. And
+2 because 1v1.
nope, not 1v1.
Darn it!
There are
can
other
I-
people in the room.
There
Yeah,
are other people in the
unfortunately.
room.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Can
Has
I
to be
use
nobody here.
a fate point to +2 it?
You very much can. That brings you to a friggin' 12.
Nice.
And, well, he already used grapple on you, so we can't use that again. And that is a fair amount of damage, I would say. Very nice. Look
More
at all
like
that bullshit.
unfair.
Nah, just a flesh wound.
Look at all that bullshit. That's beautiful. 5 shifts of damage actually puts him at here and here. So at this point, you can tell he borderline cannot take any more damage. You're gonna. He's not out. You get to add a moderate consequence, Ryder. What will it be?
I want to
That's
cut the
gone.
one that's grabbing me.
You want to cut off the ones grabbing you, both of them?
Yeah.
All right. I'll just say no more baby arms because they were little arms.
No, not the baby arms.
No more baby arms. I'm sorry.
They were T-Rex arms.
They're basically really long T-Rex arms. Yeah.
They're not real T-Rex arms if they're long.
Yeah. Well, they're skinny like T-Rex arms though. So
But it's
basically,
not
it's not the
the same.
same.
Fake.
You're
He
right.
did it wrong.
He did it
deserves
wrong.
death.
Nara.
Yep.
Can you make my mech look like a T-Rex?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Can I do a crafty helper?
Right now.
I mean, that is
Remodel the whole neck.
that is the craftiest of helpers. You guys can tell he's on his absolute last limb. He's about to go down, and
I want him to get scared
I mean,
by seeing the T-Rex.
do you want to roll some T-Rex terrifying
Yeah.
aura for Georgiana?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, roll it. Okay. Say you have a metal aura. I have a Rex aura. All of that extra metal floating around the room, Nara is able to like mold it around you, Georgiana, so you look very T-Rex like.
Beautiful.
Is that what you wanted?
Using magnets, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
Pure science.
This is purely science. This is 100%, 190% pure science.
Metal Rex aura.
Everyone, make me another pilot roll. This time we need to beat a 3.
I don't wanna.
You're being real cruel to
5.
us.
This is his last one. 3, 5.
Oh, actually, the dice do bump into each other.
They do, yeah.
It doesn't actually change the
It
roll,
doesn't
I don't
change the
think.
outcome, but they do bump into each other.
What do you mean? It's sitting sideways.
It doesn't change the outcome, but they bump into each
Yeah.
other.
Like,
Alrighty.
they visually bump into each other, but it's still
Yeah.
the same roll.
All right.
I've had
Alrighty,
dice
alright.
get stuck on the wrong number and still roll something different.
So, Ryder, basically this means for you, you take a minor consequence, and you get to clear all your stress. Your nano machines.
all along.
Your nano machines activate. After all the guns burst off, you can tell they are firing at full capacity now. They are trying to gun you guys down. After Nara
That's not
makes
very nice.
Georgiana a wonderful T-Rex, who gets to go next, Nara?
Can I look at Homeboy and like as my like whatever damage I had, it just like, you know, the nanobots start to repair and I'm gonna look at him and be like, all that effort and for what? Nothing.
You can tell that actually kind of threw him for a loop for a second. He thought he was damaging
Nice.
you, but he can see your mech slowly repairing itself. Georgiana, what are you gonna do? You have your Rex aura, you have Mushy, you have Pin of Metal.
Roar.
You know he's one step from death.
I'm going to roar, stomp around,
Thank you.
and chomp.
Is that pilot?
It is attack, yes?
Yeah, it's attack.
Yes, I use pilot.
Okay. Alrighty. He tries to pilot his way out of that. He is unable to do so, as you are so Rexy and so fast. And knowing that he is on his absolute final legs, I highly doubt you guys are going to let him live. Is this a kill?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
just going to crunch down real hard.
With Georgiana moving in to take this big bad boy out, Ryder, Aldris, and Nara, you guys are basically getting a 4-man team finisher. Starting with Nara, what are we doing? Just narrate, no rolls. Just narrate what you're doing to take this guy out.
I want to open up the line of communication.
Okay, this is gonna be a murder by words.
No.
Okay.
And I want to turn the video on so that he can see me.
He can see you.
And then
His head is banged up against like the side, and you can see there's blood trails running down, and he's like sweaty and looks like manic.
Oh man, I don't know.
You should just send through the fines through his comms.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Send the
about.
paperwork through.
Like sending the file over for all the fines as they've racked up.
You're just
And
invoicing him.
across. Yeah, so I'm invoicing him for the fines, and then they're going to be racking up like on the screen so that he can see each one. And then since I said that the fine earlier was death, that's what the receipt's going to say.
Okay. So you can just see his screen being covered in all these just bullshit fines, all these numbers. They're just scrolling. He's trying to like rapidly close them, and this is distracting him. While Aldris,
I'm just gonna keep pinning him down with more metal.
Okay, cool. Honestly,
Just keep pulling it off the ceiling and welding more stuff to him. Till he can
Perfect.
move.
Yeah, you're melding it around him, and I would say by this point he's like trying to move and get up, but you've actually like welded his legs because he's so big and stocky. You've actually like welded his legs down to the ground, and he's one knee is down, the other leg is like trying to pull himself back up. You like slap a huge slab of metal onto him, and he buckles down again, and he's like holding Georgiana as her big dino teeth are like crunching down. He's dropped the other both chainsaws at this point. He's trying to hold her up. He only has the two big beefy arms, and they both like blast off as these like cannons where his elbows are. Just kind of shoot off to hold her back, but he can't. As you are just slapping on and on and on and on and on, and like we'll say some of the metal like covers up the boosters on his arms to power him up, and he begins like glowing red. You can see like the whole mech shaking. Ryder, what do you do?
So Gigi's on him. Aldris is holding him down.
Yeah,
I can see his cockpit, right?
yeah, effectively, yeah.
Okay.
GG, are you crushing it with your teeth?
Yeah, but I'm probably doing it sideways, so I imagine he can see inside the cockpit.
So I get like close as I can with my mech, and I jump out of my mech and like boost myself over to his cockpit. I kind of like tap on his window with my metal hand, and I'm like, see, when you say you're gonna beat me, and then this happens, it looks really embarrassing. And I'm gonna rear back with my fist with my metal hand and just like turn it into a spike hand and just like shatter the glass. And then I'm gonna pull back my hand again. Like, he's freaking out at this point. Glass is all over him. He's bleeding and shit. And then, like, with one final sweep, as I pull my hand back, I pull my sword out and just like bury it deep into his chest.
Question: are you using a spike on your metal arm, or are you using the plant spike that you were given?
Let's go with plant spike. I think that'd be cooler.
So that grows rapidly and ravels around your arm and basically gives you effectively a giant bamboo spear on your arm over your metal arm, of course. And then you do exactly just that. And as Ryder is doing this, are you jumping off the mech while Gigi's going to rip it in half, basically?
Yeah, I'll jump off before she does that.
Okay. And then cutting over to Gigi, finish her move.
Crunch.
And?
And then crunch.
Arm wiggle.
Your arms?
T-Rex arms.
The tiny T-Rex.
Yeah.
The alarm's just going?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this an excitement, or are you like building something up?
It's excitement.
Okay. All right. Did you just like grab them like sideways? Just
You know, like that scene in the Star Wars where they're in the trash pit and the walls are just going. Grrr. These are my teeth. So squish.
I love the sound effects.
Horrifying. Do you not see that she has Rex aura? Because Gigi is just that powerful. Truly. A god amongst gods. Alrighty. And with all those shenanigans, his mech is torn, smashed, explodes. Ryder has extracted the juice from the inside, aka the man, the pilot.
The man.
The man's that was doing his thing. With that, you guys have... Yes?
Roar again.
You roar again. What's it sound like? Is it all metallic-y, or is it like Gigi roaring?
It's Mataki.
Like an actual dinosaur?
Yes.
Excellent.
I imagine I can probably, what you do, like the plates, that you hate, on the chuck on a blackboard.
Yeah.
This, the ski.
Ooh, yep. Oh, nails on a chalkboard?
Yeah.
Oh, the worst noise. Okay, yeah. Just all my hair is just standing up. Thank you.
But I mean, like, I could probably do that with some like chunks of metal for the sound.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone is here that's not in your team, all their hair, if they have hair, is standing up.
I don't know. I think my teammates' hair might stand up too.
Maybe, unless someone likes it, then they're a monster.
Can I give her like magic googly eyes on her T-Rex back?
Do you tell her she has these?
Nope.
I don't approve of this.
Excellent. Two
That's why
massive...
I'm not telling you. And she can't see them from inside.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Massive, giant, googly eyes on the exterior of your metal Rex aura. And as you're kind of wriggling your arms and roaring in defiance, the little like bead is like bouncing around really goofily. And it looks...
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, good job, team. We destroyed this group, guys.
Go team.
Go
Go team. And looking ahead, you guys see that there is indeed a room beyond the glass. But we'll have to see what's in it next week.
All right.
All right.